Not too long ago, I said this: I am desperate for my style to really reflect who I am inside. One of the items on my quest to become the ultimate Jenny was to find a style. I want my outside to reflect my favorite things from the inside. Now, ideally, I would have a large budget, and if I was a real YouTuber, then I might have a camera crew person. But I don't, and I'm not. So I'm taking inspiration from beauty gurus I've seen in the past doing makeup challenges, sort of, in Shop My Stash videos, where they go back into their makeup collection and they do looks only using items that they already own. It's often the case that by placing restrictions, you sort of force yourself to become more creative and create something more interesting. So I've decided to apply that to my wardrobe. I wish I could do a big shopping haul and complete overhaul of my wardrobe, but that's not going to happen, so we're doing this instead. So I've decided to set myself some style challenges using things I already own. For 1 week, I'm going to dress and style myself based on restrictions I've set in place. So I've decided to start with what I think will be fairly basic and probably pretty easy. This week I'm doing the black and white challenge. The rules are as follows. Each item must be black or white, no gray, underwear and outerwear included, excepting nude. Like if I'm wearing a white blouse or something and I want to wear a nude bra underneath, that's allowed, but nothing else. Only allowed 1 repeat per item. This is to save me from just wearing my black jeans all week. Jewelry can be any color, which I don't actually see as being too much of a challenge for me because I don't really switch up my jewelry all that often, but you never know, maybe I'll get inspired. And the most important rule, I can only use what I already own. Not allowed to buy anything new. Maybe some extreme emergency cases, but no. So I'm gonna head to my closet and let's see what I can come up with.
And here we go, it's voiceover time. So day 1 was surprisingly cold. I think it was actually snowing that day, and I don't have any scarves in black or white, so I decided to go with this turtleneck and put a neat little white blouse on, make it nice and casual. But as I was putting this on, I noticed I reminded myself of something a bit Edward Scissorhands. Yep, there we go. So not doing that. Instead, I decided to put on this very cozy jumper. That's pretty classic, huh? But
I look like my mom.
yeah, you look a little like your mom there. So I went with that and put on a little sort of 70s necklace thing. Felt really good. But like I said, it was snowing this day, so I needed my Canadian winter boots. Well done. And I popped this little hat on too. This jacket was one of the very few that I had that was appropriate, and suddenly it was a whole different look altogether. But it works. And what are you doing? What are you doing? And then I tried my best Safia Nygaard outdoor shot. Day 2. Here we are on day 2. I admit this was a bit of a cop-out. I really didn't feel like heading outside, so instead I did some home errands. I'm doing my laundry here, as we all should. But as you can see, I stuck with the black and white theme. I got to bring out my favorite lounge trousers, striped top, classic. There you go. Day 3 was pretty exciting, actually. I had never worn these 2 pieces together before, and I'd never worn that blouse like that, certainly. But I went with this kind of vaguely 80s style skirt, and buttoning this blouse all the way up to the top meant I could add this little fairy necklace that I've had since I was like 5 or 6. Plant mom problems. Yeah, so a neat sort of sweet look, but then I played off of the 80s vibe and decided to put my little fake leather jacket back on again, and along with this 80s vibe, ta-da! some little frilly socks. And suddenly I felt a bit like sort of Madonna, 80s Madonna. So there's an excuse to wear some pink lipstick, and yeah, I was actually heading out this day, as you can see. And so I got my mum to film me a little bit. Honestly, get non-filming people to film you and they do some pretty cool things. Like, look at my mom's edgy angle shots. Woohoo! Yeah, I felt really cool that day. Thanks, Mom. While I was out and feeling all 80s, I found the perfect anarchy graffiti, and I just couldn't get enough of it. This was so perfect, and was really, really going along with my sort of 80s Madonna mod vibe. Awesome. Awesome. Today's outfit is a bit of a cheat. I'm wearing this white blouse again, but I've restyled it, and I'm allowed to do that. I'm also wearing very loungy, fluffy pants. So I started out wearing the pants because they're comfortable and I'm just sort of lazing around the house today. And then I went on Instagram and I saw this picture of Colleen. She's a French YouTuber and influencer, and I've been watching her for probably about 5 years now. So that look inspired me to put together my own version. So today's look is directly inspired and pulled from Colleen. So, merci beaucoup. Day 5, I went back to the 90s and took inspiration directly from probably my favorite 90s TV show altogether, Daria. And here I am doing a sort of take on Jane Lane. I don't know if she wore suspenders, but I'm wearing suspenders. And I just felt so high school. Like, this is how I would have worn it in high school for sure, if I was that cool in high school. But yeah, the shorts over tights, really awesome. Combat boots, I mean, so 90s, so grunge, so Jane Lane. And did the classic Jane Lane red lips. Yeah, good look at my makeup there. What am I doing? Stop it. Day 6, the hair comes down and I was a whole other person entirely. I'd been watching a lot of Black Butler at this time. Actually the 2014 movie shitsuji. Anyway, and I was inspired by this whole sort of Victorian regal thing and a sort of blending of masculine and feminine. As you can see in my shoes here, some little masculine Oxfords and some frilly floral socks. But yeah, there's a lot of cross-dressing and kind of gender bending that goes on in Black Butler. So I thought I'd put this really, really lovely black blouse and pair it with some masculine trousers. And I was just, again, a whole other person. It really brought out a different side to me, and yeah, I really dig it. And of course, I couldn't put my leather jacket with this one, so here I had this amazing, fully waterproof, warm, wonderful, very on-brand jacket. And I think it worked. I think Sebastian would approve. Don't mind me, just walking around doing my evil demon butler business. Day 7 is a bonus outfit. Ignore the green hoodie there. Pretend that doesn't exist. But this day I was going off to do my aerials, my aerial hoop and silks, which you'll see. There I am. Look, I'm doing it. I actually do it. And it was a perfect opportunity to wear these amazing, like, circus leggings. Highly appropriate. Whee! Look at me go! Whee! So was it a success? Yeah, I think so. I think by limiting my choices of what I was able to wear, it gave me an idea of some of the smaller themes in my wardrobe. There was a different theme each day. Some rarely visited aspects of my personality were able to come out and be on display. And I thought that was a really, really cool opportunity for embracing what makes me me. So all in all, I had a pretty fun week. It was surprisingly more difficult than I thought it would be, but I enjoyed seeing some lesser viewed sides of myself, and I'm excited to go forth from here. I do recommend this challenge. Give it a shot yourself, 100%. Do recommend. Thumbs up. See ya.